today I'm doing 3 days worth of eyeshadow tutorials. I do the full face makeup first and then I just do the eyes on camera. So today I've got this look, and then tomorrow I'll do a completely different look, and the third day another look. So if you like this video, stay tuned and I'll see you. So the first eyeshadow demonstration, I'm going to use the Naked 3 palette, and I'm going to use the Naked Ultimate Basics. I'm going to give you a sort of a smoky eye look, and I'm going to use some of these colours just here on there. So I'm just going to go ahead with that. I've got the full makeup to just coat my eyes. I'm going to take a big blending brush and I'm going to put, okay, with the little brush, I'm going to line the top lid again, and I'm going to use the same one I used there, just to line it very, very gently today. And take a little eyeliner, Lancome eyeliner. Just going to line the bottom of my eyes today. I'll use this one here, just on there. They're very pearlized, so I don't want to overdo it now. Here, this one just here, thin brush there. I'm just going to do a little V corner. There's actually a little bit of a line there, so I'm just going to kind of fill that in there. Take out any harsh lines. That same highlighter, I'm just going to put it right in the middle of my eye. Middle there. That's the finished result for the day. So you can see, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Good morning. Another day, another eyeshadow palette review or tutorial. So stay with me, watch how I put this makeup on today, see if you like it, and I'll catch you at the end. At the moment, I've put all my foundation on. I've prepped my eyelids. What I put on my eyelids today for a change, I actually used powder. It's called sheer powder. And I just coated the top layer just to keep the makeup on, to stay on. Tartelette makeup, I'm going to use some browns. Today we're going to go brown. I used to go brown all the time because I thought it complemented my blue eyes. And as I got older, I felt like it made me look a bit, I don't know, washed out or something with my hair colouring, which was changing all the time. And plus the grey hairs. So we'll give it another go today. I'm trying to do it quite lightly, so just a few different colours. I'm going to use that one there, and I might use one of those two up the top there at the moment. So I won't do it too heavy today. Just give it a nice light look. Okay, let's get on with it. I'm going to use that colour on the lower lid there, and keep tapping because there's a little bit of excess eyeshadow comes off too. Again, we're not going too far out of the eyeball because we want to keep all our stuff going up, as I said on my previous videos. So try and sort of keep it to the corner of your eyebrow and the last lashes as well, just a little bit higher up. And with carve out the hollow part, I will stick to the browns like we said, so I might go in with that colour up there. I don't normally use that one. Give that one a go. It might be a little bit, we'll see. And I'm going, oh, it's quite dark. I'm going to have to buff that out. Let's quickly go over here. Yeah, try not to put too much on at once. Again, with the sweeping motion, just to get it on smoothly and the effect we're after. Now I use this small brush here. I'm actually going to just line under the eyes again today. Not doing the mascara on the bottom lashes again. So we're just going to go underneath this time. I'm going to kind of join up with that, the little bit that's on the makeup layer. So basically from there, I'm just going to drag that through. And you're sort of brushing the powder onto the eyelashes itself. So you kind of get that look there. Do that one again. So find the tip of your join. You need quite a thin brush to do this if you want this look. Some people use a thicker brush and do a bigger, thicker line underneath. Keep lifting that up. And just sort of buff it in just to take away the harsh lines like down the corner there. Don't think they do much, but I'll use one of these three. I don't think they actually do much. These are all matte colours at the moment, and I have done a tutorial on the matte makeup as well, so we'll see how it looks. Yeah, it doesn't give any shimmer at all. It's basically just sort of covering the top part. But that way it gives you a three-step eyeshadow application, like your brow bone, your hollow part and your lid. Give it a few little pumps there. It's my new mascara. I didn't realise this has been around for years. I just brought it. So to me it's new, even though I did a little demo on it, this the MAC one. Yeah, I thought it was a new thing out. There you go, don't buy mascara very often from the MAC store. Just drag the mascara with the eyelashes right across. I'm using the top part of the spoolie again because I find it's better for me. Otherwise it goes on too thick, too quick. Yeah, it's a more subtle makeup for the mature skin or mature woman. Not overly done. I'm off to work in a minute, so don't want to overdo it again. Might just go in slightly in the corners to make the V shape, just to make that pop just a tiny bit. And I'm going to use the pencil brush on there, and I'll just use, as we've stuck with these colours, I'm going to go in with this one here. Okay, again, not really use those, you can see. So these are some new colours to me as well, which I don't normally use. And again, I'm just going to sort of go into the low part here, just very slightly, because otherwise it's going to look too thick. You can probably hardly tell anyway. Just buff that all in. And just adds a little bit of depth. Just okay. Now, very front part of the eyes, I'm going to again put a bit of a lighter colour in. I might use that one there, just see what that looks like, just in the corner of the eye socket. Don't really make much difference. Again, being the matte colours, I'm not expecting it to really pop out with the bright colours because it's just a matte finish. But this is the demonstration of this palette. There's no sponsor here for any of my makeup, there's no sponsor, so I just use what I've got. You gotta be careful because I've got, you know, we're all what am I, 55, coming up 56, so I'm going to have a few more little wrinkles. So around here, I don't want to be pulling too much because the skin's a lot more delicate now. So then I'm going to go in with, when I put the makeup on with the foundation, I use my little brush, so I'm just going to clean up that line there and just make that bit more defined, like I do on all the other videos. Let me just take that up there. There's a little bit of mascara has come over a little bit on the eyelid, so I'll just pop back in and do that. That's what I find with my makeup. I have to just go back in and touch up what I've just done, but just very gently. So it's annoying that is. So we'll go back into the eyelid one and just go over the top of that. As well, so we'll just go back in and do the clip. Okay, so that's the look I've gone for. So I'll go a bit closer for you. With the browns to complement blue eyes, as long as you haven't got that really pale skin. Yeah, and then instead of putting eyeliner on the arm, on the bottom lids, I've just lined underneath with the top of it too. Yeah, and again, because I have a fringe, you don't always see much of it. That's all that effort and you don't really see it, but it's good for the droopy eye. Remember that. Just remember that tip. If you have a droopy eye, grow a fringe, and or, you know, have a fringe put in, and then you can disguise it. So that's one good tip for me, from me to you today. Oh, hello again. It's the next day, so the third day now. 3 lots of eyeshadow tutorials. This is day 3. I'm using these 2 little palettes from MAC. I'm using the lilacs, as you can see. Yeah, so stay tuned and watch how I put this makeup on. It was fun doing it. It's a nice, easy one, and I'll see you at the end. Okay, enjoy the video. I'm going to use a couple of palettes at MAC again. Probably going to go with some of those colours on there. And I'm going to use this trusty little thing. It's a lovely little kind of lilac-y colour, mauvey colour. So we're going to go for a bluish look today. And what I did buy from the MAC store yesterday, pleased to say, I brought myself an eye primer. I had one of those a long time ago, so I finally got to get one yesterday. But what I thought I'd do, I'll show you, I haven't put it on yet. You can see just the discoloration of the eyelid, so I haven't prepped my eyes, so like that at the moment. So I'm just going to pop that on, and then I'm going to put the powder on my eyelids today, which is going to use the one I use. The primer on my eyelids, or in fact over the whole of the socket. It's a sort of a waxy texture to it. Not really, seems to go on all right. That's pretty good. Okay, so I've got the primer on. Now I'm going to use powder, and I'm just going to Use a basic Rimmel powder just to coat the eyes, the eyelids. Instead of having, like, the last colour I used was like a yellow base, which was actually wrong for my skin colouring because I've got like a yellow undertone on the eyes. So I thought I'd go for a sheer translucent colour from Rimmel. It's an oldie, I won't even show it to you. I'm going to coat the whole eye to prep the eye. So literally going to press it on like that. So I've got a nice clear canvas. Let's see if... I'm going to start off with this little one, and I'm actually going to use, I've got a Real Techniques brush here. I'm going to just do it all over the whole eyeball at the moment. Tap it out. This is quite a bright colour. Again, I'm going over the eyeball socket. In fact, I'm lining the whole thing. And a circle moment this time. I'm doing circle movement. So it covers the eyelid and the outer socket. So instantly lift one brush, you get that effect. It probably looks darker on camera than it. Again, keeping on the inner side of the eye, not on the outer. That purple one just there. Close to the lashes again, almost sort of on the lash line itself. We'll need to clean away those edges. I'm going to be very daring. I'm going to use the grey charcoal, but very, very light-handed. With the pencil brush again. So we're going with that one. Really sharp, very much. You need to buff all that out. So I'll get my blending brush. I'm going to go up a little bit near the brow bone just to really soften that line because it's quite a heavy makeup and it's Sunday morning. I'm going out for breakfast. I don't want to look too done up. Looking like that so far. Now with the brow, I'm going to use, I might use this, just do my Rimmel one. I don't want it to be too sparkly and too out there. And in the corners again, with the same shimmer. Keep my eyes alive a little bit. Just not too much, just a little bit, just so it's coated. Again, and as usual, with my eyelashes quite long, we'll have to go back in and just tidy up. So I'm just popping a little bit more on this brush here. Sort of clean the edges up a little bit of touch. So I'm going to go in with a medium lining brush. Well, I don't know what it's called, but it's one that I put on my eyelid. I'm just going to go in a little bit more on that eyelid because I've got the excess of the mascara on it. And the good thing is let me have a look. Again, that's the droopy eye. With this makeup, I look straight on. The hollow part is quite carved out with the colour, so I find it doesn't make it look so droopy. You see what I mean? It doesn't look quite as droopy. It still has a little bit of the droopiness to it. We could put a bit more colour just in the front there. We'll go with a little bit more of a highlight just in the front. Just final touches. Just add a tiny bit more of a second coat just on those lashes, just to really make them thick and stand out. Again, dragging them across so they're more of a scooped up. With this colour, you've got to be quite precise to get it exactly right. It might take a few attempts to keep getting the shades right because I use the thicker brush to do the overall look. Okay, and this is the finished result in the lilac-y shades. Anyway, so that's the overall look for today. Well, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up.